What's up, guys? It's Raul, and this is hashtag AskRCFitness, where you hashtag AskRCFitness on Twitter and Instagram, and I answer your questions. So on your posts, make sure you hashtag it so I see it, and I can answer on video. So today, before we get started, I want to share a big piece of news with you guys. I hope this video gets up in time so that this news can be up to date, you could say. But pretty much tomorrow, or this coming weekend, starting maybe Friday, the Olympia is this weekend. It's Olympia weekend, so it's huge, right? And as you guys have known, I've been sharing all over my social media platforms that I was going, that who was going, who wanted to hang out, who wanted to meet up. Thing is, there were some changes made by Cellucor and the company. I will not be making it out to the Olympia this year. I'm kind of bummed out about that, as many of you guys would be, you know, but things happen, I guess. I don't know. It was up to Cellucor, and they will not be bringing me out for whatever reason. And I just wanted to go ahead and apologize to all of you guys who are planning to come out to the expo, say hi, go to the booth, talk, whatever, chat. Some of you guys hit me up about getting a workout in. Some of you guys hit me up about, hey, let's go get a meal in. Would have loved to, you know, meet up with everybody, but I will not be going to the Olympia. I will not be in Vegas this weekend, which stinks. I made plans, you know, arranged everything. My schedule was all over the place, and I got the news not long ago, which sucks. But I guess things happen, and we move on, right? So that was the biggest piece of news. Will not be making it to the Olympia, and I apologize. So without further ado, let's move on to the questions. You guys have been waiting for this. You guys asked for videos like this, so I'm making it happen. I apologize, I'm in my car, I'm on the go, I'm going to school, gotta work, gotta do this, gotta do that. So here it is, I'm making the video in the car, so let's get started. Question number 1. What are your macros, and do you manipulate them? My macros right now are more of like maintenance macros. I'm not looking to cut and shred, I'm not looking to bulk yet. So I'm more like maintenance, but my macros stand at about 70 grams of fat, about 300 grams of carbs, and 195 grams of protein. Around that range, you know. I'm not really dialing in my macros. I'm not looking to shred, I'm not looking to bulk. I'm more looking to maintain size right now. So that's where my macros stand. 50 fat, 300 carbs, about 190 protein. Roughly, I believe that was like almost 3,000 calories, around the 2,800 range. So that's where I stand. Do I manipulate my macros? Yes, I do manipulate them. Now, not so much. But when I'm cutting, when I'm bulking, yes. So as I begin to cut and I'm changing my macros around, if I'm making the progress that I'm looking for, then I stick to them. If I see that my progress stalls, then I change them up. So, you know, my carbs are usually the ones to fluctuate. Protein, I guess overall, all three macros change, you know what I mean? But carbs are the biggest ones. They either go up or they go down. They don't go down way too low. I don't restrict carbs at all. I'm not one of those people that takes out carbs completely, but they are, you know, a thing that needs to be manipulated when cutting. But I don't believe in cutting your macros or your carbs short for reasons that, whatever, you know, your brain and your body runs on glucose, which is a carbohydrate. Obviously, it's a sugar, whatever. Your body runs on sugars, so you need sugars as energy, and that fuels your workout as well. It fuels your body, fuels every function going on. You don't want to be using protein as fuel because that's terrible. You want that to go to muscle and build. So yeah, I do manipulate my macros according to my goals. So if I'm cutting, I change them up however I see best fit. If I'm bulking, obviously, you know, they still are manipulated and are increased, and I'm able to eat more food. So yeah, that's that. So there you go. 50 fat, 300 carb, about 190 protein is where I stand. It's at roughly about 2,800 grams or 2,800 calories a day. Some days I have more, some days I have slightly less, but I'm always at least at that minimum of those numbers I just mentioned. Never really under. I'd rather overeat than undereat. Okay, hopefully that made sense. If not, let me know, because I can still explain or clarify. Question number 2. Thoughts on intermittent fasting. You know what? I don't really do fasting like that. I've never done it, and I don't think I'm a fan of it. I don't know. I like to eat. So for you guys that don't know what intermittent fasting is, you can look it up. But small basic little explanation is you have a fasting window and you have an eating window. The fasting window is larger, your eating window is smaller. So you eat all your calories for that day in a small window, which is about, I want to say, like, well, there's different ratios to fasting and consuming food. Anyway, I think it's like a 16-hour fasting, 8-hour eating period or eating window, and you consume all your calories within that window, and then you can't eat until that, you know, rolls back around the next day. I've never done it, and honestly I don't know a whole lot about it, so I can't really answer that question for you. But I know that people in the past, or people who I've read about or known that have tried intermittent fasting, were successful with it. You know, they enjoyed it, they liked it, or it fit their schedule, because that's the thing also. If this doesn't really fit your schedule, or doesn't fit, you know, who you are or whatever, then it's not going to work. So you have to do your own research on it, and if it looks like it fits your schedule, your goals, your needs, then go for it, try it out. If you don't like it, go back to your whatever, go back to square one, try something else. Personally, I don't do it, so I really can't say much about it, but I would say give it a shot. Don't count it out. If you haven't tried it, then, you know, try it, and if you like it, stick with it. So those are my thoughts on it. Let's move on. Question 3: how do you find clothes that fit? It's hard, honestly. Every bodybuilder goes through this, and it's really tough once your body changes and adjusts to a stimulus, which is working out, and it grows and develops. Your back gets thicker, your shoulders get broader, your back you know, it develops in a certain way that shirts don't fit. The sleeves are too tight, or your sleeve kind of comes up. Your legs get huge, you know, they're massive. You got small waist, thick, large legs. Your jeans can't fit. So shopping is a problem, or a hassle, you could say. Like, it's just too hard to find jeans. You're trying like 20 different pairs and maybe like 2 fit, you know what I mean? Personally, I like to shop at like stores that are for like active active individuals, or like more like what am I trying to say, you know, lifestyle and fitness and active lifestyles, kind of like PacSun, Zoomies, you know, those like skater style stores. I'm nowhere near a skater, but their jeans are great. You know, the people who skateboard wear jeans, and how do they flip, jump, and roll? I don't even know. Honestly, I think it's because of their jeans. Their jeans are super stretchy. Matter of fact, I'm wearing some khakis. You can't see them, but I'm wearing some khakis that I bought at PacSun, and they're like slightly stretchy. Obviously, I don't think these are some pants you would skateboard in, but they sell stretchy material jeans, or whatever you call them, chinos, khakis, whatever, joggers. Those are awesome. Those are ones I really like to buy. So I've got some pairs of jeans that are slightly stretchy, because it allows for me to wear a 28-inch waist and still fit my quads in the leg of the pants or jeans. So that's a plus, you know what I mean? I'm a short guy, I'm about 5'6", so I've got a small torso, small legs, you know, I'm like short and compact, and when, you know, my jeans don't fit, that's a problem. So I'm, you know, wearing shorts pretty much all the time during the summer when it's hot, but when it starts to get cold, it's all sweats from there on, you know what I mean? And so that kind of stinks. But, you know, finding dress pants, or when you're looking for clothes that are like fitted or slim, I'm talking about like bottoms though, those are tough, because there you can't find stretchy dress pants, you know, to go to like a wedding or whatever, a special ceremony. Those are hard to find. You can get them tailor made, but that's expensive, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's my deal with clothes, you know, and everybody goes through it, and you hear them complain about clothes not fitting, shirts too tight, or, oh, shirts is a huge one. So I pretty much fit like a medium, you know, the medium from like the length of the shirt. A medium is perfect, you know, I like the length, but oftentimes if it's like a short sleeve shirt, the sleeve is way too tight and small, so it like rolls up and it looks like, you know, I bought it at Baby Gap. And so that's a problem, you know. But if then I put a large on off the same shirt, it's way too long on me. It looks like I'm wearing a dress, but the sleeve is perfect, you know. That's because my shoulders are broad, my, you know, your arms, your shoulders, or your back is developed, and your arms are big, so the sleeves don't fit right, but the length of the shirt is perfect, you know. So that kind of sucks, but we deal with it, and we find clothes that fit. But that's what, happens when you bodybuild. So that's that. Question 4. What is your breakfast or your favorite breakfast food? My favorite breakfast food, I don't think I have a favorite breakfast food. I really like to have smoothies, protein smoothies, or protein pancakes. So when I'm in a rush, protein smoothies are the thing to go with. So I have a ton of recipes up on my website. I share them on Instagram as well. So if you guys follow me on there, you'll find them and you've seen them. But all of them are on my website. If you go into the blog section, you'll be able to find that. And I'll put a link under in the description for my website if you want to go check those out. So yeah, I don't really have a favorite breakfast food, but I do have breakfast to-go foods, you could say. So my smoothies, super quick to prepare. It takes like literally a minute to prepare and like another minute to drink. So super fast. I've got to run and get to school real quick on some mornings, so I have my smoothies. On days I have a little more time, I like to make some protein pancakes. But if I'm not eating those, whatever else is available, I'll eat. I don't really care as long as there's food, right? So yeah, that's it. Let's move on. One more question. Let's see. Who are you certified by, and was your exam difficult? I'm certified by NASM, which is the National Academy of Sports Medicine. They're an awesome certification. They're well recognized just about anywhere you go. So go to any fitness club and you tell them you're certified by NASM. They will most likely hire you or take you into consideration, keep you on the top of the, pile of applications they have if you're a NASM personal trainer. So that's what I'm certified by. And the next piece of the question was it hard? Yes and no. There were some questions on there that were a little more in depth than the book went, and I was surprised. But those questions I knew because of prior knowledge from school. So they asked a lot about, well, not a lot, but they asked a few questions on like metabolic processes in the body after like a carbohydrate is ingested. What happens, or what enzymes do what, or kind of what, what's the byproduct of this and stuff. And so that was really in-depth stuff that I learned in school that I already knew coming into taking my certification test. But I believe, like, if you were to just ask, a question like that to anybody that wasn't, involved in the field that deep, they wouldn't have known. You know what I mean? So stuff like that was hard. They did ask some questions regarding, pregnancies and geriatrics and obesity with like kids. So special populations like that they targeted, and they did ask some of those on the question or on the test. And that was a section that I looked at and reviewed and studied, but not something I really focused on a whole lot more than the other things about programming. And I was surprised to see a lot of those questions. I was like, wow, all these populations are popping up, but it makes sense if you look back. There's a lot of pregnant women that need to exercise, for many reasons. Every single pregnant woman, if it's okay by their doctor, if it's approved and you've got no risks, pregnant ladies should exercise. So I was surprised back then when I was taking my test because I didn't know all that, but after going back and seeing that I was asked all these questions, I was like, there's a reason why I'm being asked this. Let me review it further. So I did, and it's crazy. Pregnant women should be exercising just to help with along with their pregnancies and help the baby and into adulthood of the baby. So it's huge thing for pregnant women to be exercising. So that was a lot of that was asked on my test, as well as the elderly, exercising, and the youth exercising. So some of those questions were on there, repeated, I guess you could say, or duplicated, because it wanted to, let you know that these things are important and that you should know about. So some of those things I didn't really focus on a whole lot, and I was like, wow. And I had to sit back and look at it and make my best choice in answers. And I passed, obviously, that's why I'm training. But now that I've gone into, looking further into these things, I've learned a whole bunch. And I'm still in school, still learning about everything else that needs to be reviewed and studied for exercise, physiology, anatomy, exercise prescription, exercise testing, So it's crazy, and there's a lot to be learned. But I really thought that my certification helped me and has helped me a ton, and will in the future. It will continue to help me out. But yeah, I really highly recommend NASM. Check them out. So that's that. I'll put a link down at the bottom if you guys want to check them out and see if you want to get certified by them. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. So that's about it. That was 5 questions for you guys. There was plenty more asked on Twitter and Instagram, and I answered those directly to you. But these were some of the ones that I thought were most important, that more people would want to know about. And a few were just that were just asked frequently, like the jeans. A lot of people were asking me about my clothes and where do I buy, where do I shop, hey, would you get this, would you get your jeans at? So that's why that was on there. But these questions are stuff that you guys have been asking me, things that you guys were interested on, so I'm here to answer them for you. Anything else, I'd be glad to answer them for you. I'll keep it real with you guys. I tell you the honest truth about everything, so don't hesitate to ask. Hit up my website. I put a lot of things up on there, under the blog section, or on the homepage, or under my packages. I got my online training. You guys can check everything out. Let me know if you have any questions. Keep hashtagging #AskRCFitness on Twitter and Instagram. I'll continue to answer your questions so long as you keep asking. So I think that's it, and I will let you guys know what happens next regarding any news in the fitness industry, regarding me. Maybe I'll let you guys know when I'm starting to bulk. I'll hit you guys up on my macros if you guys are interested. These questions are coming up. What are my macros? I'll let you know what macros are right now, and I guess that's things that you guys are curious about. So I will continue to update you guys on that, because I will start to bulk soon. It's getting close to winter, obviously, so we are in September. Maybe about a month I'll start to bulk, or start to slowly work my way up to a bulk and be deep into a bulk December, January. We'll see. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Keep asking me questions. Yep. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.